an extraordinary speed. Expensive Land Rovers that are...
So, Goodwood Festivus Feed, it's 2021 and we're here back again, absolutely overjoyed to be here. We've been doing some driver interviews and I've got a man with me now who really is life and soul of the party. It is the Goodwood ledge himself, Mr. Brian Huggy Farmer. Brian, just Huggy, just fabulous to see you here. What did you feel like when you got the call? Goodwood's on, you need to be there.
It's a great thing. I've said it before in the last interview. It's one of the moments in life that's absolutely spectacular. Something as an off-road driver or a competitor on any level whatsoever is to get the invite to go to Goodwood. You don't think it's real. You think it could be somebody making a bit of a joke about it. But when you get it through and then you get the tickets through and then the phone calls go around. We actually did a little thing with a few of the guys who were quite close within the off-road circles where we'd ring each other up, similar to the film which the elder generation will watch, the Gumball Rally, where you make the call, Gumball, and you put it down. Well, Goodwood, and you put the phone down, and it goes round everybody. So once you get your tickets, you ring 4 or 5 of your friends, Goodwood, put the phone down.
We're on and we're good to go. It really was. It was an FAB moment. It really was just such a hairs on the back of the neck. Everybody got goosebumps. We're on. And then you get here, the Britpart off-road arena, and it really is goosebumps, isn't it? You know what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, it's fantastic. When we come early in the week to set up the course and help and mark it out, and as you see all the cars coming in, I was just out in the gate and I stopped to like a Ferrari past me, just driving in, a 308 GTB, and you just like this. It's fantastic. If you're into cars or you're a bit of a petrol head or a gearhead, in any way, shape or form, coming here is just like being at the Olympic Games, or if you're in football, playing at the World Cup.
It is, and you're on that stage, aren't you? Now this year, driving so slightly different. You've changed cars over the past years. Actually, you've had a few different styles, haven't you? Talk us through your little history.
Well, I started off many years ago, in 1991, with a lightweight Land Rover, and 2 1/4, tweaked it up, tuned it up, and altering the suspension, putting parabolic springs on. Then you start getting a little bit faster, then you go into the coil springs, and we had that with the red top 2 litre Vauxhall engine in, which is mid-mounted, and you carry on a bit more. And then I had a couple of years off when I lived in Canada. I come back and I've got to have my fix of off-road racing. So I bought another one. Dave Billings built it. It's called a Tornado. We got that and with a diesel engine. So we entered the diesel class and we just cleared up, and then other people put diesels in, so we went from 200 to 300, and then once they put the 300 in we went to TD5, and then we started tuning TD5 up, and we just won everything in front of us because of the diesel, because it was a brand new engine, the readily available torque, the horsepower there, they're absolutely fantastic.
So now, what have we got on show this year? What are you
we'll progressed again after that. I went to standard production class, just to have a crack at that in a full body 90. Didn't really float my boat, so then
the
Outdo one bob, that was a Warrior made in Skipton by Robin Clarkson,
special,
Clarkson 4x4 Warrior off-road. We got that's running a 350 Nissan engine, but we changed the body. We brought it here to Goodwood with an Audi body. We call it the Outdo one bob, which is a bit of a reference to the Datsun history with the Nissan engines, where my wife misunderstood when we called it the Datsun, just to be rip-taking really and self-depreciating. We call it a Datsun, so she actually got me a Datsun 180B badge to stick on the car, which somebody looked at and went, what is a one bob? So hence the name, the Datsun one bob, and it stuck and everybody calls it.
I love it. But now listen, that's moved on again. So show pony for this year?
Yeah, I've got a Polaris Pro XP. Excuse me, my phone's just mobiles.
Oh, what did you? I think it was Linky over there.
No, it's that Siri. They say they're not listening to us. I said they don't listen to us. My wife laughed. Siri laughed. Alexa laughed. So what I've done it up to a few years ago. I started driving the Polaris, just normally aspirated, and I just like the way it handled. Yeah. It was nice. It was a lot light. Really light car. So you don't need as much horsepower. All the parts are light. The wheels are light. Everything's light about it. So the breakages are as severe. Yeah. It's an American, it's tried and tested, it's proven. The parts are available off the shelf. Yeah. So that enables you to not have to hold stock, not have to manufacture anything. You can ring up your local Polaris dealer. I'm heavily involved with Greg Motorsport in Nottingham.
Well, Ian Gregg, again, another fine Polaris driver as well. He rallies everything, isn't he? Champion in all sorts. So these cars are really taking the stage, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. A lot of people look at them and maybe pass them off lightweight. We call us the lawnmower men. Right until they see what times we're putting in. When we're running in the top 5 regularly against the larger vehicles, the French spec vehicles, big V8 engined units, again we've got that power to weight difference, which is great for us because it's less weight, but then again you've got to learn to drive it. You've got to brake late into the corner, you can't slide into the corner. It's a different driving style, but once you get on top of that particular driving style, you see yourself moving up the leaderboard and getting podium finishes. Got a few won the French class, which the French didn't like.
Well, you've been you are one of the most successful side-by-side drivers in a huge growing field.
Oh, absolutely. I beat all the turbos, the Can-Ams, the Yamahas,
the championships.
everything.
It really suits you, doesn't it?
It's because I'm a real off-roader.
Absolutely true to the core. Now, so what advantage is it going to give you out there on the off-road course, do you think?
Well, hopefully because there's no long straights, I should be able to get up to our top speed quicker the way that we've done the gear. And I don't really want to divulge too much because one of my main rivals, Alex Papotis, is next to us here in his Can-Am 3-cylinder.
Yeah, Phil's here also.
He is, yes, but it's Alex is the one that, hence the car's called the Iceman.
Why is that? Why is that, Huggy?
Well, for those old enough to remember the original and best Top Gun, the Iceman was Maverick's biggest rival.
Absolutely, it works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It absolutely works. Listen, this year we're talking about the maestros in motorsport. We're talking about the all-rounders. You're not just on the actual field competing and doing the shootout, you're actually up on stage with me doing a bit of commentary.
Yeah, I believe that the world need to hear me rattle on.
Some unique bits of information which we will hold for the actual stage itself. So, but Huggy, you know, we said when you get that call to come to Goodwood, it really is a matter of pride to be here, isn't it?
Of course it is. You dine out on it. Goodwood, it is again. It's like the World Cup, the FA Cup, the Challenge Cup, anything you want, just to have that ability to join the list of people who have sat down that start line. And again, you're surrounded by automotive history. Last time I was sat there in one bob, and in front of me was Colin McRae's Millington powered Mark II Escort, and in front of that was Walter Hall's Pikes Peak Quattro with all the fins on. And it's giving me goosebumps just talking about it. Behind me was the 911 for the Rothmans Rally. And you're surrounded by anything and everything. It's just great. You see them all on telly, and now you see them now in the flesh. You get to meet the drivers, the owners. You're all on pretty much of a level playing field, and the smells and the noise. And in the background you hear the tannoys and the music. And it's just a whole cacophony of senses coming at you. It's just it's spectacular.
So sat on the start line of that hill climb.
Yeah.
Little moment.
Well, yeah. I mean, I did a little bit of a video footage, and you can certainly see the difference before and after. And it's just you sat there, and your leg starts twitching on, and then you got to put clutch in, and then the guy and the calling you forward, and then you just go off you go, and you're like, oh, and that's it. I'm allowed to show off. I'm allowed to do anything I want here. It's great. There's nobody telling you don't slow down. No, you don't.
But also
up there, 6th gear, and then you go for 7th, and you don't have 7. It's fantastic.
Granite wall.
Oh yeah, you got to watch that one. Well, I'm back on the left-hand drive now, so I don't have to keep my distance now. I don't have to go too far across. That one of my main instructions from my service team was keep away from the wall. Remember, you're on the other side of the car.
Absolutely. But it really is an absolute honour, and when you know that you are out there flying the flag for UK off-road motorsport, it's pretty special.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's great. It's just a great showcase, and it does open up to the whole world. And it is really special to see yourself on mainstream television. Even if it's just for 1 second, you're there, part of this show. Like, it's the greatest show on earth.
Absolutely.
Pete Barnum's got nothing on this, I'm telling you. There's a few bearded ladies, I've seen them.
Well, no,
well, you know, if the cap fits down her.
You saw me this morning, didn't you? Listen, Huggy, Brian Huggy Farmer, we should give you your full name for this because you're official. Listen, we're really looking forward to seeing you out there, not only competing in the shootout, out there demonstrating on the actual Britpart Off-Road Arena the best, the finest of British off-road motorsport, but also seeing up on stage with me on the commentary. Really
Absolutely. Just keep your eyes open for number 22. The guard protection sponsored Iceman, the Polaris. It's going to be one to watch.
Yeah, we should actually, before we go, very quickly. God, what is this about? I've seen it everywhere.
Absolutely. Yeah, guard protection.
What is going on?
It's a brand new. It's a concept. I've got a damaged shoulder. Through years of carrying heavy things, and I invented a shirt called the scaff shirt.
Yeah.
And this scaff shirt's got a pad on the outside of the shoulder which alleviates a lot of the stresses and strains involved with shoulder injury. That's why I've gone to a left-hand drive car, because I lack a lot of power and strength in my right shoulder. But now my steering wheel's on the left, I've got a left hand I can clamp on better, because then we're on a one gear belt drive CVT system, so I don't need to change the gear either, so I can hold the wheel with both hands. I'm not weakling, but the joint, it doesn't take it, so I just come up with this concept, this idea, and so far we've got the European IPO, we've got worldwide protection for this device. It's brand new, it's copyrighted underneath the Madrid protocol, so nobody in the world can make it. It's going to be absolutely massive, and it's going to be a game changer for everybody in allied construction industries. It's just great. We're working with the British standards, we're working with BSIF, we're working with university professors. I mean, if it wasn't the right thing, the professors at the university, where they're doing the medical research, wouldn't entertain it.
So we're going to see guard protection all the way around next
Hopefully,
year.
yes.
A team of cars, the fleet of
absolutely
Huggy's guard cars.
Yeah, on your guard, watch out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we will shoulder the load. Work hard, work guard, race hard, race guard.
Do you know, honestly, as always, Huggy, thank you so much for joining us. Really good luck out there. We're looking forward to seeing you.
We've also got a special celebrity co-driver.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Dean Michael.
Is he getting in with you?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's signed on. He's got his RSC navigator's licence. He's coming down at weekend to sit in and have a race. He used to do karting when he was younger and slightly lighter. He's done track day cars and he absolutely loves it. We work together because with his new book that's coming out.
I was just going to say,
still
so
pushing
is he still
pineapples.
Pushing pineapples?
Yeah, it's great. So I'm fortunate to have a couple of pages in there, and you know, that's the best part of the book, I must say. But he's coming along and he's going to have a sit down, so it's going to be great. We'll all be pushing the pineapple, shaking the trees.
Absolutely. And for those that don't remember, Agadoo.
Everybody knows Agadoo.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll look forward to that.
Yeah,
immensely.
absolutely. It'll be great.
Huggy, thank you so much, as always.
You're
Life
more
and soul. Brilliant. And a
thank you very
joy
much.
to see you back here for 2021.
Excellent. And you, thanks a lot, Diana. Thank you very much, everybody at Off-Road Worldwide.
We've got the Baja SSV later on in the year. Every single competition now seems to have a class for them. In the States, it's enormous. I was in Breslau at the last rally, 96 entrants. One of our own Britpart wants to start that. And Brian
Will he give it the Vino for the jumpers? Don't
right. So down through the
Go on.
Still slightly heavy on that front end landing there, Bruce, but he's going to swing it round that berm. That is tricky braking down through there, isn't it? But he's got that mastered now.
Washboarding on the approach to the bottom berm. Really got to keep it under control and see the drivers scuffling over.
On the grass, takes it down across there, backs up a little bit, and brings it in. It's going to be a clean run to count. That's what you're going to be looking for, is a really clean, tidy run.
First lap round. They say it's only got one gear, it's pretty quick, isn't it? Flat out with movement.
Into that bottom berm. And he's used to driving the French events where there's massive drops. I mean, they are really exciting. So he knows what it's all about.
Diana will colour it.
Look,
they're going to put
again, just having a bit of respect for that braking line through there. Oh, and a little squiggle up through there. 240.
That's not bad to say, what is it? 2 years ago.
Valuable Ford Escort been loaned to him by Ford for the weekend, so he was quite close to putting it over on its route just there, but we've also Nicola Jean-François Pierre, and then we
Huggy pushed it too hard. Some few bits flew off there. I think he'll limp back in and have a telling off from his missus.